Good morning, class. Today we will see the remaining topics of the cloud security and the trust management. And they are the protection techniques, what we are using for the data integrity and privacy, and how these reputation or the reputed systems will have these protection over data centers to avoid the uh, that is attackers or any type of the thing bad things to be happen by the others in the network point of view, and also we will use these services point of view also. So first we will see what is the data and software protection techniques here. So in this we need to provide the data integrity and privacy protection here. So why we need to they take consider here is the users, what is the desire of the users while using a software environment. They need to provide, means the environment need to provide useful tools, because for what they are using these tools is they're building the cloud applications over large data sets. Means they are using the data sets which is provided by these cloud or any data centers, or they are having their own data sets, and they are having their provide, means they are asking for these help to provide the tools which are useful for me to process all these things into in that is cloud applications what we are choosing. In addition to this, what we have to do here, we need to take the softwares to be available. So what are the softwares we are using here is MapReduce is a software, and then next Bigtable to store the things, EC2 to connect to elastic to provide the elastic resources, 3S or the S3 means a simple storage service, and then next Hadoop big data representations, AWS, GAE, all these things. What you have to do is nothing but we need to take an application software which is used for accessing these things and provide the security and also for the protection to access these things and also to get the data for the processing one. While dealing with these softwares or anything, we need to consider the following features here. So what are the features here is we need to consider APIs here for means to connect to the software. So whenever we are designing an application or anything, through the interface only we people means we or any other will connect to that one. So if you are want to access any software in our device, what we need to install that device. So after installation, it is asking for where to means to place these menu bar or to place these icon on your that is what you call on desktop, or the menu bar what you are choosing. It will ask for. Why it is asking such things like that? It is need to represent, if you want to interact with that software, we need to go for this icon, we need to double click on that one. So what this icon is represented for what it is designed. First thing, for example, if it is designed for a accessing or for a runtime environment. One example is a runtime environment, and it is considered as a Java or any Python. To write the Python programs or to process any type of things using the Python, what we need to do, we need to get into that environment. To get into that environment, we need the APIs. That is a what is the interface they has been designed. So how far they have been designed here. So what they are using is they are providing an icon. By double clicking that icon, what you are getting, you are entering into that environment and you are processing through that one, and we are getting the benefits of that environment there. So likewise, we are having the special IPS here. So what these special IPS are designed for? So these are particularly designed for only authenticating the users, and any data has to be sent, any mails has to be sent to the that is a commercial account. So they want to take these special APS into an account, and also they need to provide access control. So access control, why these we need to take these access control into an account means no others will access our data. How come we will say how come we are processing your data? We need to limit the accessing of our data on processing. Means if you are taking, if you are giving accessibility as a public, or if you are allowing any other to access our data, the other people can be an intruder or a hacker. So that's why what we have to do is nothing but we need to concentrate on the access control of your data here also. And coming to the next one, while dealing with the data, we are gone through the environment that is sharing or shared data sets. So here what you have to do, so shared data sets means then you need to allow the number of people to access that data set. So how I am going to protect my data set here? Data can be protected how? Here we can need to specify where the data not to be changed. It has to be protected from these intruders. And then next, nobody can delete your data, and also they can not copyright violation, because your data can be used for by others for their application development or for their other users, local development users also. So by to overwrite all these things, what we need to do here is we need to consider, if you are sharing your data with others, sometimes we will see that is the document what you are trying to alter or the modify is a read only. It won't allow you to take these things to be done by you. Why? Because here is data, the data what it is presenting, the data what it is giving is the important, or the it may be useful for the others. So without knowingly you are changing these things to by means for others, means it will be a disadvantage also. So that's why when we are dealing with the shared data sets, we need to protect from whom? We need to protect from malicious alterations, malicious deletions, and malicious copyright violations. All these things we need to consider when we are dealing with this one. But also the next thing is we are considering the services and providers, all these things here. So here we need to secure our ISP here. So that is the privacy. This is the privacy factor. So the cloud provider or the service provider has to look after the what is the user's privacy here. Means how far they will access the data, how far they will process the data, and what are the permissions has been given to them, what is the access level. All these things has to consider when we are dealing with a software which is present on the cloud. And coming to the next one, that is the protection from user end here. So we need to take personal firewalls has to be kept at the user end. Why? Because you are sharing the data here. So you are sharing the data means you are giving an invitation to others to get into your system, and then next you have the data and you can process your data like that. You means you are allowing the others to into your system. So if you are allowing the any others into your system, means you need to keep that the person is a not intruder, or it is a, he is a good person or not. You should know. So likewise, what you have to do is nothing but the users has to use personal firewalls when they are dealing with the shared data. So here the shared data should be means kept shared with the Java or JavaScript or ActiveX applets only. And coming to the next one, here we need to consider about these uh, cloud service provider. So the first, the previous one is for the user one, and then this one is for the cloud service. So what they have to do here is they have to provide a privacy policy. So the privacy policy with whom? The cloud server provider here. So how, why we need to provide this policy? Why we need to maintain this policy here? We need to protect our data, or we need to take that is the applications or any type of the resource what you are giving, what you are giving to that cloud should not be against, that is they should not be theft or any bugs has been placed on any spyware. All these things has to consider when we are giving the data. Means we are protecting our side from these personal firewalls, and also we need to provide these privacy policy also. So the data what you are giving to the cloud, or the things what you are giving to the cloud has to means maintain a privacy policy here. If they are not giving this type of things, they should know that they couldn't know any theft has been occur and what the things has to be followed here. So the last one here is the VPN channels. There is virtual private network. So when you are dealing with processing your data or requesting for the resource sharing or any, whenever you are connected to that cloud, you need to specify or you need to go through that. Sure, there is a VPN channel. So virtual private network is there or not? Private network means whenever you are transmitting your data, whenever you are processing any thing, what it has to do is nothing but it need to take to be on your private network. So there is a private network also when you are having accessing of a Google private window also. There is an option, you can make your things more secure by using the VPN channels or the VPN network. If you see that one, yeah, there is a possibility of the things here you come to know. So see ma, if you are able to see this thing, so this one, so this is the private window. So this private window, what it is doing, why we are choosing the private window means we are not don't to want others what we have been searched or the what the things we are means sometimes we are means using the mails, and then next we are simply closing that one. Our mails will be stored like that. So others will access our mails. All these things will happen. So if we are using the private window, what it is happening, it won't take these things to be under here. So, and it is also saying if you need more privacy, try Mozilla VPN here. So, what it is providing, what it is providing here. So, so here we are taking, this is to be done in the internet privacy. We are providing these things in many, means we are currently offering all these things in many environments here. What we are using for, what we are using this to take into them, we use these things for advanced protocols which are used for encrypting our network activity and hide your IP address. So that is the one advantage here. Means whenever the people, when means the intruders or the attackers will come into an account, what is the thing is they came to know about the IP address. So here the thing is the advanced protocol which is called as a WireGuard. What it is saying, what it is providing here is it is encrypting your network activity and also hiding your IP address frame where you are accepting. And also what it is doing, it is providing the first network speed also when you are accessing through this one. So when you are dealing with VPN, what is this one? So it is providing your privacy comes first, and it what it is doing, it won't store your online activity logs on our servers. Why it is won't store here, this one here is it won't allow the things to be happen. So here SEMA, so here these things are have been searched in previous. So here these things are provided. Whenever I closed this thing and I am opening again private window, what it is doing is it is not making available these search channels. Why? Because it is not maintaining any logs for that one, and it is maintaining or it is giving to access these things by providing that is subscribing this one. How it is giving these things here, we need to pay on almost $5 per month. So why paying here, why we are choosing this type of representations is it is maintaining device level encryption. Via the device we can choose the encryptions here, and it has been used widely 280 plus servers and at the 30 plus countries here. No bandwidth is restrictions, and then logging the, we need to maintain, no need to maintain the logging activity. That is the main important one. So here by using this one, there is not maintaining any private activity, and what it is doing, it is connecting, it is providing these devices to connect up to 5 devices here. So you can you're not using any VPN here. So you can use your personal computer, laptop, or any mobile phones or a tab also. It is allowing to take the access from there. and also allowing the things to be done in a smooth manner for processing. So here it is available in the 6 countries and the more regions also. And what it is providing here is it is taking these things to be run on the global manner, which is powered by the Mullvad. And it is, what is the protocol used in this Mozilla VPN here is the WireGuard protocol. So what it is taking here is WireGuard. What it is providing is what we are accessing this one for privacy. So for this thing, for what we are accessing, that's why Mullvad VPN is to providing the privacy as the main factor, and it is allowing to that one. So these are the several questions which has been asked by that one. So all these things will be kept into mind when we are processing or when we are accessing the things here. So coming to our presentation. So here, what is that is specifying VPN. VPN channels is a virtual private network channel. When you are having to access your channels, what you are doing, what you are need to provide that privacy here. Privacy is the main factor. So in this previous, in this Mozilla or any, that is a search engine what you are using. So your logging activity has not to know. Logging activity means your mails, what the mails you has been opened, any searches you have been done, what the work you have been, all these things will be kept along with that one. So there is no any any known factor to the others. Here in this how we are going to apply this VPN here is, what we have to do here, we need to take the resources and we need to transfer the data to and fro there, and we need the data objects to be done or the to be means, so that the confidential data, the confidentiality has to be maintained. So that's why what they are using the virtual private network which is for you. uh, how they are providing this one, why they are providing this one means, at last what it is doing, it is accessing, giving the accessibility to that one while paying. Means you are paying some amount for your private network. So if you are paying that for that one, what you will have the capability of asking whether this data has been protected or not, whether my activities has been protected or not. You will have the some accessibility here. So not all will use this private channels. Only they have to maintain the confidentiality as a main factor. Those persons will use the private channels as that one to access your mails or to search your data. We won't purchase a private network or to access all these. Whenever you are reading, whenever you are processing through any project or anything, you want to be, your data has to be confidential or your things has to be confidential, then what it has to do is nothing but it need to be maintained here. So thus it is maintaining, that is a log copies here, that is called as the one type of representation here is the stateful representation here. So see here, ma, what is the stateful here? I am explaining in the previous in coming sessions, or also you are having statefulness also. What is the statefulness? Here, for what I am searching. So first one is I am taking the data coloring into the in cloud. Okay. All of you please concentrate on the class. So see here, first I want to know what are the data colorings I have, or the data coloring in cloud. First I have to know. So first what I will do, I will go for a search engine. So for search engine, I am using, what is this one? This is the URL I am using to get into the search engine here, Google search engine. So if I am opening, or if I am accessing directly taking into the new tab, it is not giving the process. Where there also what I have to do, I have to go for the search box. There need what I have to do there also I have to give the search box what I need, what I have to type there. So first I have to go for the Google. That is the first statement. If you remember, that is the first state here. So first I am going to the Google. So what is the URL given to that one is www.google.com has been given to that one, and I am using the data coloring in cloud as the first one. So whenever you are searching for a resource, what I am searching for, I want to know for a data coloring in cloud. So whenever you are searching for a cloud, any resource, what you have to do is nothing but you need to go for a search engine. When you have given the data and when you are pressing the enter, it is giving how many, many links has been given to you. These are nothing but what these links are representing here. These are the hyperlinks to the other one. So here what it is representing, SearchGate, what it is used. If you want to get the data, what is this, what it is data coloring here. what I have to do here, I need to go for the www.searchk.net, and then next in that I have to go for the post, in that I have to go for the what is data coloring. Okay, so I want to get the resource directly. I don't want to go for the researchk.net and then next post and then next data coloring. What I have to do, I have to get the thing that is what is data coloring directly onto my screen. That's why what I am using, I am using the hyperlink which is used for the data coloring here. So I want to open this thing. This one be opened in the next line. So here what it is forming other, what it is doing here is we are entering into the another state here. So I clicked here only. So we will see what happens. So first what it is doing, we are entering into the Google, and then next we are giving some data into that search engine, and we are processing that one. So we are processing that one means we want to know which article or the which website is giving so much information for me or the apt information for me. So what it is doing is it is changing its states. The first state is it is in Google, and the second state is it is in one page which is having several links here, and then next it is giving representation. Another representation here is what I have been linked or what I have been searched will be presented here. Okay, so that is the third state, and I want to know the data about this thing. I want to know about the what is data coloring, all these things here. So it will be represented on my page, and I will read the page here, and I will get the data of that one. So there are the process of getting the that is what you call resource here. So how I am getting the resource? So the first one, how I am getting the resources, I need to get the access of the resource here. How I am getting the access of resource? The first thing is access of resource. So what are the steps we are following here? First, I need to go for a search engine. So how I am going to for the search engine here is, so I missed the one. I have to double click on the which one? Mozilla Firefox here. So I am using the engine, that is the Firefox has been used. So whenever I am using the Firefox, okay, there will be one, I have to enter the URL. So that is the first step. Okay, and then next I am going to the second step. What is the second step there? I need to give an URL, because Firefox is a search engine which apps to make to environment to provide to search for that one. So for what I have to provide the environment, I need to provide the environment which is the URL for the Google. Okay, and coming to the third one, I need to enter the keyword which is for the searching. So keyword has been given to that one, and it is displaying, what it is displaying, several hyperlinks. Why I am using the hyperlinks here? Because it is not the direct link is being given to that one. It is using several hyperlinks here. Several hyperlinks here. And what I have to do here? I have to choose one hyperlink for processing. So choose hyperlink. So whenever you are choosing the hyperlink, you are getting into the one state. So this is the state 1, this is the state 2, state 3, and then state 4. Choose hyperlink. Third one, I am getting the data for that processing. So here, see here, I am having some data. I am scrolling on that one. I am scrolling on that processing. All these things will be considered. So the first one here is, I need to specify what I am using here. So the first one is, we are having, I am processing for that is what you call URLs, that is accessing of the resources. Somebody gave, see here, data coloring and the software are, means which are used for sharing the data objects. All these things has been specified. Somebody give here some links here. Okay, what I chosen here is, so there are the following attachment files are there. So there is one PDF also there, means what they have been given. So if I want to get into that link, what I will do, I will get into that link by using this one, by clicking on that one. So whenever I clicking that one, the fourth one will be increased by fifth one, sixth one, seventh one, like that. The states what you are using has been changed. So what is it is representing here is we need to access the resource. So we need to access your resource. What are the steps you are following? We need to go for the search engine. What is the search engine you are using here? The search engine here is the Firefox we are using. No need to go for the search engine. You need to go for what we call an API. So you want to go for the Firefox also, what it is providing an API here. So you will go for that one. And then next you want to search for your that is in the laptop, in the phone itself. There is no go for these search engines also. You have the Google itself there. You will click on that Google icon. You will go on with these things here. So the first state is not been represented. Okay. So that's why what we are choosing here is the processing. What we are considering would be the stateful or the stateless. So stateful means what the chances, what the things you have been done will be stored by the server. Means I searched, I open a API, okay, and then next go on for these URL, and then next I am entering one data and get the some links for that one, and again I am getting into that one. So whatever the work done by me has been maintained by these logs, that is logs has been maintained by the servers here. That is called the stateful. Because what is the stateful here is whatever the data done by you has to be recorded by the server. So there is no need to record all these things by this means. So we are using the virtual private network also, and there is another type of the representation what is called as the stateless. So there is a representation what we have seen in the previous classes, that is a service oriented architecture. There we have seen a REST architecture there. So there REST what we are representing, there is a representational stateless architecture. So what it is specifying, or the what it is a transfer protocol, what it is doing here is it is allowing the others, or it allowing the users not to record stateless, not to record your logs, or the not to record your works what it has been done by you on the search engines or any type of the network oriented one. By using that one, what the means advantage we will get here is there is no need to maintain all these things by the servers, and nobody will know what the process has been done by you, means like the attackers or the any hackers, they won't know, intruders won't know what the thing has been done by you by using such type of the protocols or the such type of these channels here. So coming to the next topic, there is a data coloring and the watermarking, which has been used for the maintaining or giving the security or these protection techniques, or you can say any type of the privacy for our shared files. It is completely for the shared files. So here we are giving the shared files or the data sets, any data sets, a privacy or any security or the copyright information by using these data coloring and watermarking. So here, why we need to specify all these things, we'll have to keep into mind. Because we are dealing with the data. When you are dealing with the data, what you will see, when we are giving one object or the anything of ours to others, what we will think, we will think they will keep as safe as us not. So they will keep this thing as safe as not, we will think, and we will think that they need to keep this thing more than me, means have been kept safe this thing, okay. So they need to take care of this thing more than my desire, or the more than my safety measures. Like this we need to consider. So we will have these things in mind when we are giving the things to the others. So when we are dealing with these data elements or the files which are oriented with this confidentiality, what we need to do, we need to take the software environments or these cloud environments to be trusted. So to be trusted here. So why? Because here why we need to trust here is we are making others to use our data for building their applications, or also they need to test on their applications, or any representations can be used by these data elements here. So what we are providing here is we need to take a protection mechanism to be done on these data sets. So here we are giving two such methods here. One is the watermarking and the another one here is representing as a data coloring. So watermarking here is we are giving the digital copyright here. Digital copyright, how it has been given to here is we are giving a emblem, or we are providing an image as for the watermarking here. So you know watermarking on the backside of this data, we will represent a watermarking as that one. So how far you can say that watermarking is a means oriented one, or it means we are taking this data as a watermarking. We are presenting these things to be happen, or to be represented in this watermarking presentation. So here we will have the digital signatures or the digital certifications to be done by this watermarking. So whenever these are passing through these mechanisms only, this watermarking will allow the persons to take the data from it. So you know the watermark because it is providing underneath, it is providing some information that one. So in that underneath only what it is getting, it is hiding the data. So in that hiding, what you are doing, you will be capable of accessing the data from that. So how far you are getting these things to be done here is, while accessing the data from that one, we need to provide a digital copy management or the digital representations to be done by this one. And also we are maintaining another type of the representation that is called the data coloring. In the yesterday's class, there is a glimpse of the coloring here. What we are doing, we are coloring the shade objects here. We are maintaining the a color for different ones. So in the previous classes, you are seen that what is the data coloring we are using here is a magenta, and the next magenta, brown color, and another one is the green. All these things are represented. So here these things are being used for processing. So what it is representing, or what it is here is, user has been means the data objects what you are using will be given for a unique color. Means one color for one data object, or the one color for the one data set. Data object or data set, it can be decided by the environment what you are choosing. So one color will be given to that one. After giving that color, what it has to do here is, you need to take whether any other object has been using same color or not. We need to take color. So first we need to take all the data objects having unique color or not, the first step. So these different colors what we are mentioning are the unique data sets or not also. Means you have been given, you are using a data color, and the data color has been given to that different data sets. It's a point. But you are maintaining a different colors for the unique data sets, means it is not the one. So first what you have to do, we need to take care of whether you are having the data objects, the data objects are the differently colored or not, and they are distinguishable or not. All these things has to kept into mind. So how we are going to access that one? So how I am going to access here? So here I need to provide a color that is how we are going to specify, or means provide these things into an account. So first thing here is, I need to provide the colors. Okay, I have done with this one. So who is the owner here? Here we are specified the owner as this one. So that is the data owner here using here. So the data owner here specifying by using color, that is color matching, using three different representations here. So here what are these three different representations, and what is the work done by these data owner here is, we need to take these owners. What we are doing here is, we need to consider the owner will have the access to this one, and we need to specify how far they will access this one. So for this we are using negotiation. What is this negotiation is, we are transferring this ownership to these other one. Who is the other one here is, we are giving to this virtual storage. So see, this one is the virtual storage here. It is providing or it is processing here. So in this representation, we are using a data owner. So the data owner, what you are represented or what you are processing is have the ownership of that means the document what you are using, and we are providing another one, that is a negotiation. And we are having several representations here. So I'm taking an example, or you can see a thing what you are representing here is, so that is an article what you are representing. So in this article here, what is this values or this represented here is the, if you see, ex is represented as or anything ex en, and then next her represented as a numerical characters here. So ex is expected value and en is the entropy, and he is considered as the hyper entropy here. So we are having, so what is ex here? So ex is specified as the mathematical expectation of cloud drops of a concept here. So here what we need to do here is how many things has to be used for clearing that one, or clearing that data has to be specified. So to get the qualitative concept, we need to specify, and a cloud drop has to be done. How many things has to be dropped for preserving. So to get the qualitative concept, we use the entropy here. So what it is specifying here is, we need to take the randomness and the fuzziness into an account. We need to specify whether we are taking the degree of the number of cloud drops is specified or not. So how far we are specifying the cloud drops here is, or the paint drops here is, see, this is the actual data. Means this is used for the watermarking or a paint representation. So this is having some data, and it has been represented by these matrix representation, which is the pixel matrix. There I don't need these pixels. I don't need any pixels. I want to get the only the data of my, means print what you are using. How they are providing, how they are choosing here is, we need to take different print drops into an account, and there at last we need we will specify, or we will get the last one. So first we will see here, so we are dropping little by little, and then we got this last one. So the user print is this one, means we have the human university, which is having one what we call that is one diagrammatical represent, one means one house or the one representation is there, and they are giving one numerical representation, and there has been written some data there. So I want to get only that one. So how we are getting this one here is, we need to consider the cloud drops here. So how we are, means we need to specify the shading, what it is using the pixels, what is the matrix format, what you are representing has to be, means that is erased by that one. So we need to drop these values, or the drop these paints here. So whenever we are dropping this thing, it becomes some unclear representations here. Unclear representations means how we will say here is, if you see, so the representations which has been, wait, no. So if I am using any type of the representation, some dotted representations is there. For example, I am using this one. So what is the now representation? What we are using here is uh, any representation, means textual, any representation what we are using here, it has been in a matrix format. So matrix format means what it is having, it is having some rows and columns here. Some rows and columns representations has been done. So if we are considering this one as a rows and columns, so the rows and columns means you are seeing different representations here, that is it is using uh, a particular one which is having one shape here. So what is this cloud drops here is, it is having pixel representation, and it has been dropped. So drops means there is no any shape for that one. So the drops can be here, 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 and then here. So what it is making, what it is performing, or what it is doing here is, when you are dropping this thing, so when you are dropping this representation, this matrix, pixel matrix representation, there you see a blurred representation has been occurred. Means this pixel representations what you are using has a means meaningful. They are using some rows and columns or the outflow. What I am doing, I am reading that is a Wuhan University is there, and it is some 1993. Like the data is representing somewhat I am able to see. So whenever I drop it this clouds or this one, what it is having or what it is doing is, it is making these things to be unclear. So how far it is doing is, it making the data to be hidden between behind that thing. So for that, what I have to do here is nothing but I need to take these clearing things to be done here. So I want to decrease my value. So the decrease the entropy value here. Here I am using 0.4. I want to use the 0.3. So later what it is forming, some points has been disappear, and some that is a white color representations of these black means that background has been represented with the slight white color representation, and I have been decreased to the 0.2, and I have got some for that is the points what you are using, almost means half of the points has been removed, and also here at last I am able to see what it is representing. So here there is no any user print, there is a pixel representations is not be there, we are using. So for this we are using this type of representation. This has been followed by this one. So for the data coloring has to be done, and then next watermarking has to be done. So here the data owner, who is represented as one, has to take these policies to be given by the to this for cloud generator, and also to this color matching has been given. So here the expected value will be given to this forward cloud generator here. Okay, why we need to give this one, I will show you this one. This is will be unclear. See here ma. So here I want to give these expected value here. Why I need to give the expected value here is, he should know how many colors or the how many drops he needs to perform. There in the matrix, what we have seen in the matrix representation, we are having only one black color representation is there. There will be fault there. So only one color will be dropped there. Only black color has to be dropped. Drop has to be done there, because the matrix what we are chosen is in the black color. I am showing again how it is represented, here. So the pixel format is there. The pixel format what it is represented is in the black color, or you can say some light representations has been there. So what the color we have to choose here? So we need to choose the only one color here. So for that, what it has to give here is the data owner has to give the expected value to these forward color generator, and then next this entropy, and then next what it is having these values to be given to this forward generator along with this data color matching also. So here we need to give these three values to these forward color generated, and the next color matching also. Why it has been changed? Ex dash, en dash, he dash. Why it has been changed here is, we are changing the value here. Entropy value, expected value has been changed here by this background color generator. So if there is any changeable has been applied, what the new value has to be stored in this ex dash or the en dash. Whenever we are getting the confirmation from the service provider or any from any others, then only we need to go through, or we need to go forward from this one. So here how it is going to happen here is, we need to drop the color, or for the dropping color, what the colors we are using, or what the colors we are providing will be done. And the basic one, this one is also used for that is what you call making the or providing the colors also. So here I want to color my document as a black one, or the document my data color as a blue one. What it is doing is, it need to set the color drops. For coloring also, what it has to do, it has to use the color drops here. If you see the previous diagram what I have shown, that is a previous process, the vice versa will be followed ma. So how it is followed here is, I will start the processing from here to here. So from this one, this representation to this representation, this is the my color. So sorry, this is my data object. I want to color this one, or I want to take these paint drops to be available here. How I mean to how process this one? I need to give these data objects to be colored by the entropy values. So first I will use smaller color drops here, and then next I am increasing the color drops here. So whenever I am trying to increase the color drops, whenever I am getting this type of the representation, then it will be easy for me that my object what has been colored, and we are maintaining, and we are giving these things to be processed here. So how many color drops I am in used? So I am using 9 paint color drops here. So here, so this one is processed like this. So if you see there is a slight difference which is been processed. If you I'm pointing here, ma, if you see there, slight black point representations are there which has been processing. When you coming, or when you are dealing with this thing, what it is doing is it is taking representations that slight processing has to be done, and then later of these 9 paint drops, after that we will get the latest one. So when you are dealing with watermark detection, or when you are taking with this one, so we need to take how many data types, or the how many test process you have to specify on this experiment. Here we are taking 10 test process here. So the test process will be that is, we are making 20% increase or the 30% increase, that one based on your representation. First I have taken only 10%. So 10% has been written here. So if the 10% of the data has been written, so there is no any text value here. What it is doing, it is getting only outlet has been getting here. So the outlet here is that it is having a circular shape, and then next inner circle there is a building, and then next you are having some data. So that where it is having some sprinkles of the points here. And then next we are getting to the test 2. This test 2, what it is doing, it is lateral, it is providing some data coloring to that one. So here hidden one, we are adding the color drops to that one. So after that, what it is getting, wherever the data has been occupied, whether it's the pictorial representation or a textual representation or anything, what it is doing, there it will point, or there it places this that what we call the drops here. And then next this process will be going on while making these tests by increasing the 100%. Later we will get the data what you are having in this first one. So if you compare this thing with this one, there lateral we see he is having the both the representative. Whenever we are performing the phi test and getting the 100% of that one, we are able to get the data what it is representing. Some unclear will be there, and we are getting the data which is the sampling. So when these ratios have been existed, what it we will do here is, we need to consider that is some data has been represented in this one. So in these are the examples for this data coloring and then watermarking, how we has been colored. So here in this particular process, I want to color my data object. How I am going to color the data object here is, we need to specify the expectation values. These values will be given to this cloud generator, and the color matching here. The user data will be given here. User data means the user owner data will be given to that one. So it will be colored. How it is will be colored is, it will be given to these color drops will be given to that one, and it has been colored, will be stored onto these virtual storage here. So how we are going to give the access to that one? This one will act as a access to that one. So how I am going to give the access here is, we need to take the colored object. So I am taking the colored object here. We need to extract the color drops here. So we need to specify color generator is there not. We need to match this color with this one, owner or not. I need to match this color with this one. So I have given these values, expectation values, entropy values, and the next these values which has been specified. So if it is not unchanged, they should be equal to the representations what we are using there. So that's why what it is presenting the colors which has been given by these data owner, and then next what you are achieved. So I achieved a colored value. So what it is doing is, it will matching the values what you are representing here. So the color matching will be done by using these values. and what it is doing is it is confirming that you will be able to access the data set what you are using there. So that is the data coloring and the watermarking. We are looking into this another problem, that is a lock-in problem. I said lock-in problem means the users won't be able to access or the won't be able to process from other that is a provider here. Why? Because they will stick on to that one, so they can't easily change their things to another one. So what the data has to be, what the things we need to provide the solutions here is, so while dealing with the computations, the clusters what we are using has to be maintained by the providers only. When we are dealing with the data representations, the data will sometimes we will move the data into the cloud. So then what is the disadvantage and then advantage? Here is the disadvantage. Here is the user cannot easily access their data or programs because these cloud platforms are using all these things on the another platforms also. So then there raises a lock-in problem. So this login problem will cause two different representations here, or the two means problems here. So this causes here is the lack of interoperability, because we don't have the access to our data, then we won't possibly access our means what you say, that is applications also, and the application compatibility. We are having the data of our environment and it is not accepting the data means process on the another environment. So then the compatibility will be application compatibility not maintained. So for that we need to maintain a solution here is to provide the standardized cloud APIs. So here we need to provide the virtual platforms which are used by these platform independent means has to be specified. Means whatever the data or the whatever the application data we are providing should be the platform independent here, and it will not be processed while we are dealing with these things. So coming to the reputation guided protection of the data centers, we need to consider the three things here. So when we are specifying these data centers via Hieris, so we need to take the design options to an account. So what are the design options to be taken here is these are the reputation systems. So first one is the centralized one, second one is the distributed one. Coming to the centralized one and then also the distributed one, we are having the two environments here. One is a user oriented one and then data center oriented one, that is a data center based one. User oriented one means the user has to get it to that one, and then next when they are able to access only, they will be providing this one. So that is the social networks. eBay will consider the that is a centralized, which is coming the user oriented one. So they are means what they are doing is they are commonly concentrating on the means eBay and the social networks will commonly concentrate on the user or the agents here. So while coming to the data centers or the data center based one, what they are coming is they are not concentrating on the single user here. They are concentrating on the site what it is using. Means they will concentrate on the Google or they will concentrate on the Amazon what they are representing. So if we go for the distributed systems, it is also what it is using. It is using peer trust, eigen trust, all these things will go. So what is this peer trust is? It is being developed at the Georgia University of the Technology to support the e-commerce applications, and the eigen trust was developed at the Stanford University to support this trust matrix approach. While coming to these Everer and the Respotec have been proposed what a model to be used in the peer-to-peer systems. So whatever they are considering, there the trust has been considered as a main factor by using the different that is environments, peer-to-peer system, matrix approach, and the e-commerce application. So if you go for the data center one, we are using the power test systems, which has been designed for the power law characteristics of internet traffic for peer-to-peer applications here. Whereas the first one, VATL, has been proposed for the quality-based one. Means we need to take these systems to be based on the quality of the service, which has been based. If any network is providing the quality of the service as the best one, then it will be ranked as a that is a main one or the previous one when you are specifying here. So what are the replication systems we are using in these clouds here is, we need to mention the data consistency has been specified, and there is no user there is violation of any one isolation of the users has been specified, and then users may have the freedom to switch from one service to the another service by using their own data, and also they need to consider the global consistency into an account also when we are dealing with both these that is cloud users and the data centers also. And we need to consider the trust of the overlay networks when it is specified. So here in this diagrammatical representation, we are seeing a construction of the two layers of the trust overlay network. The overlay network, that is, it is using our physical network, and then it has been specifying, it is constructing a network based on the physical network nodes here. So here in this thing, we are having a two layers here. At the bottom layer, it is a trust overlay for the distributed, means here we are using distributed trust negotiation and the repetitive aggregation over multiple resource systems, and it is and providing the that is processings like the services like authentication, access or the authorization, trust delegation, data integrity control, and also it is providing the any cloud resources has been taken, means intercloud or the distributed cloud environment has been taken. It is providing the trust integration and the negotiation, and the process of getting these legal ownership of the data sets has been given to that one. So this layer will handle all these things and also provide these multiple resource sites to be able to get the data. And at last we are having a top layer. So this overlay what you are having is, it is providing for these defensing. So it is the underneath one is taking the processing of getting the data or the anything, and the other one what it is doing is, it is taking about the attacks what is has to be done, that is warm signature generations or the deciments or the piracy protections, and also it is contaminations has been done, what it has to do, that is a intruder defection dependent systems has to be taken against these worms and then viruses, and any DDoS attacks has to be specified, and any poisoning technique is there, that is what it has to do is nothing but it needs to take the protection teams to be taken for overcome the all these problems. So we are having the copyrights also to take these things into an consideration. We need to maintain the copyright violations to not to be done by maintaining the protection scenes, and also we have to give the SLAs to them. So if you want to take all these things to be done, we need to maintain the several SLAs here, because you are giving only one SLA to the others, means it's not the demand. So if you want to take these things to be done, what you have to do, you need to maintain the several SLAs here. So several SLAs means you want to take the hybrid intrusion detection system and the anomaly detection system, data integrity control, trust delegation, you want to maintain a one SLA, another SLA, like that. So for different types of the services, for the different types of the requirements, they need to maintain the different SLAs and different to form the different SLAs to be done. And also they need to process the access or that they need to take these things to be done, because these overlay networks are built over the resources and the data centers what you are using. So anything will be happen or any processing will be done on these overlay networks, they will completely affect the systems what they are connected, because they has been connected from this different types of the representations here. So like this, what we have to do, we need to present the defense mechanisms, and then next what are the authorizations you are giving to the others one, because we are not taking these things to the single happen. Anything happens to these one cloud or anything happens by others, what it is doing is, it is allowing the other people to be suffered. So that's why what we are doing, we need to take the defense mechanisms to be done, or the we don't misuse that one. What are the pirates are there, what we are doing with them, and then next what are the mechanisms we are using, all the needs to have to separate are the given to these SLAs, and we need to make awareness of these users that we are maintaining this trust and we are maintaining the security of the clouds likewise, and we are giving this a hyper security for your data or the resources what you are giving or what you are sharing with us, like this will represent. So that's about today's class, ma. The since you are a topic that is a cloud trust and security management what we are discussing, it has been included many things for processing clouds, and then how we are protecting our data, and also the replicated systems what they are connecting. We have discussed all these things with the some live examples also, what the VPN is showing, how we are getting the benefits of the VPN, all this represented. So that's it for today class. Thank you.